We're talking about some things that hit close to home for some people. A reader wrote to the New York Times wanting to know what to do when older relatives hurt young ones with blunt advice. They say they were flabbergasted after hearing an uncle tell their nephew he talks too much and grandfather, tell their grandchild to lose weight. So, can blunt advice be good advice, even if it's hurtful?
Well, I mean,
Because I mentioned this on our previous show that the truth will hurt, but I want to hear your input. Like if you tell someone to lose weight, or you talking too much, or I don't like your hairstyle. Like, how you feel? Like, what's your take on that?
how I would feel about it, well, if it comes from strangers, yeah, I'll feel some type of way because you don't know me.
Exactly.
Right? You don't know nothing about me, so you keep your comments to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I don't need to hear it. Okay? Because you're a nobody to me. Yeah, I said you're a nobody to me. Because you don't know me. Okay? But in this case, it's coming from
A family member. Yeah.
these are family members. So how I feel about it if one of our family members come and say to me, like, okay, for instance, y'all, recently I just got a new hairstyle. There's some people that know about it. There's some people that don't know about it. There's some people that have seen it. There's some people who haven't seen it. And I feel like I don't care what some of my family think of my new hairstyle. I don't care if they like it or if they don't like it. Oh, Damian, you should go back to your old style. Okay, that's your opinion. You keep it to yourself.
But this is what you want.
This is what I want.
Yeah.
The point of my life where I am right now. This is where I want. And if you don't like it, you don't have to deal with it, right? Now at first, I was, before I got the new hairstyle, I was, I always do, whenever I try new things or certain, whatever, I'd be like, oh my gosh, who's gonna like it? Is my sister gonna like it? My mom's gonna like it? My grandma, this or that? Because I really wanted. Okay, well, I know Damian and my mom, they're gonna like it, but what about? I was really thinking our grandma, and I'm not blasting around anything. I'm not, but I remember this one time. Well, remember when I had grew out my hair out very long, and I remember. She was like telling me that I should go get myself a haircut, and also with my beard and stuff, that I should go get shave off and stuff. And that was her, I don't know how should I quite put this. I'm not saying that she made bad about it, right? Yeah. But I was really thinking of her when I got my new hairstyle, and she hasn't seen it quite yet. She hasn't quite seen it just yet. But I am quite like feeling like I know she's gonna like it deep down. But I know, this is my life. And I know, she wants me to live it how I want to live it, right? So, yeah, but, with certain family members, I believe, I always say this all the time, which is what, Damian, I just lost my train of thought. Crap, I just lost my train of thought, Demaya. You trying to help me out over here?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Help. But anyways, it comes in both hands, right? It comes in both hands. It depends on the situation. There I go. I couldn't think. Yeah, I couldn't think of that crap. You should know it because I say it all the time. But anyways, I feel like I'm talking too much and not the mind. But you gotta be careful with some families, right? You gotta be careful. There are some family members out there who keep it blunt, say what it is, and that's the type of way they are, right? So it's
they're gonna speak their mind.
Yeah, they're gonna speak their mind. So what about you, Demai? What do you think?
Well, I think about the same with you. Just depends on the situation. You got me saying it, but yeah, if it's a stranger telling me something that they don't like, first off, who are you? And who are you to say something bad about me? Because I don't know you, you don't know me, so keep your mouth shut. Point blank period. But if it's a family member, they're saying it from their hearts because they're being honest, they're being truthful on what they say.
But then also, I didn't mean to cut you off the line, but it's also their opinion.
Exactly.
Even if it's coming from the heart, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah, but if it's with them and they're telling me, something that something that I may not like, but it's true because I'm thinking of it. Go back to what you said about your hair. I had this. I grew out my hair for the last 4 years, and before I got my locks, I was skeptical. I can't say that word.
Skeptical.
Yeah, I was like, no, self-conscious about how people would feel, how they would act, what they think about it, because I never had my hair like this before. It's always been, like down or in the ponytail, such and such. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they say because this is something that I want. And you see how long it's got? Like, I really admire my new hairstyle, and I really am grateful that I went with this because I never thought that I would. But yeah, it just depends on the situation, as you said.
Right. So let's go back to this. Let's because I know we got to move on to the next topic, but we could continue to talk about this a little more because I want to hear your insight to this. Let's really go there. Okay, let's say a family member, one of our family members, said to you they don't like your hair, and they want you to go back to your old hairstyle. Then here comes another family member who says the exact same thing. Here comes another. So there's 3 family members who said the exact same thing to you. And you're feeling the pressure. You're feeling the heat of it. What you going to do? Or are you going to listen to those 3 family members because they have gotten all of a sudden in your head and you're thinking, oh, I think they're right about this. How do you feel about that? What would you do in that situation?
As I mentioned before, I don't care what they say, even if they are my family members or not. If this is the hairstyle I like and I want, then I'm going to keep it because I grew it out. I took care of it. I like it. I like the way it looks. So, I mean, thank you for saying that to me because you're speaking your opinion, you're expressing your opinion to me. But at the end of the day, this is what I want, and I'm going to embrace my new hairstyle. So that's all I have to say about that. I don't care if it's 20 of our family members tell me, Demaya, I don't like your hair. Okay, are you wearing the hairstyle? Like, is this your hair? It don't matter. This is my hair. This is my hairstyle. If I want to wear it just like it is, then I'm gonna wear it.
Well, ladies.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well, ladies.
I mean, I love y'all, but this is me. And I like the new me. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it back.